What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Risky Ryan Trades. What an incredible day in the market. What an incredible 30 days in the market. Has this not been the craziest 30 days or less, in the market that I can remember? So today we're going to be going over all the key levels. We're going to be going over Mag 7 indexes, some other stocks that came onto my radar. And I do have a lot of information I want to cover, so let's dive right into it. First, here's my disclaimer. Trading is risky. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion only. Trade at your own risk. All right, so take a look at this last little push at the end of the day. My goodness. Basically, at some point today, institutions were like, oh yeah, we're going to all-time highs. That's my takeaway from what happened at the end of the day here. So you've got, the NASDAQ, S&P, Russell, they're all up basically 1% or more. The Dow was up pretty good. Taking a look at the heat map, you've got NVDA crushing it today, Tesla doing very good. Some of the other big names not really getting much love. Amazon was okay, Meta okay, Apple flat. Microsoft had a really good end-of-day push, and it hit a certain level that you're not going to want to miss. In healthcare had a pretty decent day. Lilly flat, but AbbVie doing very well. Intuitive Surgical, one of my holdings, doing pretty good. And United Healthcare had a moment today, and it kind of cooled off, ended up sort of flattish. ETFs, tech, crushing it today, 1.65. Semiconductors, crushing it, 1.88. Biotech, absolutely crushing it, 3.15. Regional banks still doing pretty good. And the consumer discretionary trade still looking pretty good. TLT had a pretty good day today as well. All right, let's dive into it. So, S&P 500. You can see here we are out of the cloud and we are pushing up into the ARC. And the ARC sits at a very convenient level, right at all-time highs. So if you see us push and close over all-time highs, that's going to be obviously a big deal, but it's going to be an even bigger deal because now we will be within the ARC, which does serve as a strong level of support. So the SPY looking very good, and you can also see the cloud turned bullish today on the Ichimoku. So obviously everything looking very good. I would expect a really strong day tomorrow. There's really no key data coming out. We do have Jackson Hole this week. It looks like they're trading into it, strong. So not to say that we're just going to go in a straight line, but it sure looks like, if you zoom out, it sure does look like we are about to go onto a parabolic run, doesn't it? If you zoom out onto the weekly and you bring it back, you could see, 2019, 2020, the angle, the further you zoom back, the more the angle gets steeper, and this sure is a steep angle going. So I wouldn't be surprised. Don't want to jinx it or anything, but these are good things to see. All right, NASDAQ had a strong day today as well. We're trying to get out of the cloud, which does still sit at 484. And I would suspect that, we're going to bump our head right here, right when the SPY bumps its head at all-time highs. So I think that's where we are headed. If we look at the weekly, and of course this candle has not yet formed, but, we're nowhere near the cloud or anything. And, we're trying to get to the 490 level on this. I do want to check the future cloud for the NASDAQ. Everything's good on the weekly, of course. Daily, we haven't yet turned into a bullish cloud. And the top of this cloud, it sits at tomorrow it'll sit at about 488, 490. So, yeah, looking good on the Qs. Let's take a look at the Mag 7. We're gonna start with Microsoft because this had an interesting sort of move today. You can see we closed right below our GAN level of 421.81. And in post market, we are currently above our GAN level here, 421.89. So we're right there. And actually, that's a weekly candle. Let me look at the dailies. So yeah, we do have Tenkan-sen as a resistance level along with this, but it looks like we did close over the top of Tenkan-sen today. Now, obviously, the cloud is all jacked up, but this is what we like to see, rejection. Wicks down here at the 417 level. So I don't think we're going to really go down there again. Heikinashi candles, obviously, we did have another green one, but we did have a wick down, but it didn't break this level right here of 415. And if you're not familiar with Heikinashis, this indicates an uptrend. That's why they're all green. And typically you would set your stop loss at the bottom of the previous candle. So, if you were to enter a trade, a stop loss would go right here, like 416.50. Okay, one other thing I want to show you on Microsoft that I noticed. Yeah, we still aren't above the 200-day or the 50-day moving average, but you can see that it wants it. And on the 4-hour chart today, we popped our parabolic SAR, which is this indicator right here, which also indicates uptrends and downtrends. So on the 4-hour chart, we have now entered the beginnings of an uptrend. So I expect a really strong day out of Microsoft tomorrow. It better be strong. It's a large holding in my portfolio, and it has not been having the recovery that everything else seems to have been having. So expecting Microsoft to outperform tomorrow, the next day, throughout the rest of the week here as we enter a new uptrend and we get up and over this level. That is, of course, the goal. Okay, let's take a look at Tesla. So yeah, we were in an uptrend, closing inside of the cloud. Very good. Very, very good. Looking at my chart here, we're up and over the downtrend line. Actually, let's just check the daily. Yeah, we're up and over the downtrend line. So, and we are crossing over on the MACD. We're over 50 on the RSI. So I think it has a crash course with the top of the cloud tomorrow. Probably going to find some resistance at 223, but just because this stock hits 235 doesn't mean it can't bounce back down. But if we continue some strong, especially if we can get out of the cloud, this will turn bullish, and hopefully the Ichimoku will become a buy signal. But you can see down here, we popped the parabolic SAR like a few days ago, and it's actually when I bought it. I bought it like the day before, like 202. So I really sniped a good spot on it. I want to say that I did that based on some kind of like technical or something, but I just felt like 200, things were looking good. It was over the 200-day, and $200 was seeming to hold, so I picked up shares. Okay. Let's look at Meta. Meta has been strong, but today it was kind of weak, but once again tapping and rejecting the top of the GAN at 522, and I suspect we're going to go up from here. That's what I would predict moving forward. I think that we are pretty much good to go. Let's take a look at the Heikinashis, how they look. Okay, so today was a red Heikinashi. That typically means the beginning of a downtrend. However, the rejections off this level I like, so remains to be seen. But if we get a Heikinashi candle that looks like this, get ready, because this thing's gonna bust. I think it's gonna go crazy. Apple had, still struggling to punch through these levels here. But the inflection point is coming. Let's take a look at this. So, okay, so that is a close. I wouldn't say that's high enough over the arc to really like say, yeah, it's over it, because who knows, my GAN square could be off by like 50 cents or something, but this looks good. Even if we just stay sideways tomorrow, we're going to be over the arc. So excellent. We really need to break this candle that we had the other day, get above this Gann level. Really, like, 228 would give me the most confidence. But yeah, Apple, had a struggle today compared to the other stocks, but overall, this is what you want to see from this name. And actually here, let's look at the Heikin-Ashis one more time. So a little bit of a lower wick, but still pretty strong. And you would expect to see that as you get to these resistance levels, but overall pretty strong showing from Apple. We'll take a look at my chart here, see if there's anything that I'm seeing. Bullish cloud turned bullish. Ichimoku is almost there. So Tenkan-sen is about to cross Kijun-sen right here. Actually, it may have. I would suspect tomorrow we'll get our crossover, and at that point, this will be the Ichimoku will have a green light. Obviously, we're having this MACD crossover here, so stock market is just looking very strong right now. And it has been, but now it's kind of like the bears are, you got to be in denial to be bearish at this moment. Not to say that stock's going to just go up in a straight line, but, the fear and greed index is going to stop being so fearful here in a minute, is my guess. Amazon. Getting smaller candles, but still uptrending. Today's candle was good. Did we close above this doji? We didn't quite close above this doji, but it looks pretty dang good, don't it? We are reducing in volume, but I think it's because there was some indecision. And I think once we get our, if we cross over this, the indecision goes away, and we might have some big moves out of these big names. Top of the cloud, it's all the way up here at 187. Let's see if I have any levels here. We're about to pop the SAR. Look at that. So yeah, we popped this doji. We flipped the doji. We'll pop the parabolic SAR, confirming an uptrend forming. And especially if we get up and over this 200-day close. So basically, we want this name to hit 180. We hit 180, and it's like green light for institutions to pile into this thing. Because they have been piling into the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, but not all of the major names. Okay. Google had a strong day today, but we still have some resistance at 170 to contend with. So 170, I would not be buying any of this until we get up and over that, confirm some candles over it. So yeah, 170 is the key level to watch for Google. SOFI had a bust into the arc. We are in the arc, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in a powerful way, and tons of volume. So things are looking excellent for SOFI. I think it's going to want to jump back up to like $8 again. That's where it wants to go. You can tell. It's what it wants to do. So yeah, love what I'm seeing out of SOFI. Let's do like a 1 hour chart or something. Interesting. I don't know why. I think I need a log scale for this to like make more sense. Like if I go to a weekly, on the weekly chart, we're over the arc. So only on the daily does it look like we're not. Yeah, really interesting. Okay, so tons of powerful price action out of SOFI. Some other big names. I had a big day today. Netflix finding its stop right at the top or the bottom of the arc. Some good follow through tomorrow. I feel like this will tell me, like, is the market really going to have a strong day? If we can get follow through with Netflix, tech's just going to run. Love this. Yeah, out of the cloud. Tankinson crossing Hegenson. Everything is looking really good for Netflix. It was looking really bad. $100 swing in a week or two. Just incredible. Spotify had a really strong day today. Getting into the ARC. You love to see that. Wow. Yeah, excellent showing for Spotify. Had good earnings. Overall market brought it down, but it's been in this, it's been basing basically at like 340, and now it can hopefully pump. Occidental Petroleum, I know it's kind of a crazy name here, but I sniped some shares down here. Lucky me, but we're still like close. So it tried to break over $58 today, and it failed to like break out. But if this thing can get over 58 bucks, like I think it's really going to go higher. Some other important names like Eli Lilly have been pacing the market for a while. Take a look at this. So this is really telling. If price gets under this, we could be coming back to the cloud because we'll be breaking back into the ARC and flipping this doji. Let's take a look at the hourly though, and Heikinashi candles. So the last hour we had a green candle form, still kind of weak price action. And you know, if you look at the daily, you have your first red and it did break this level. So that's usually a warning sign. You know, if you caught this whole move of Eli Lilly and you're like just trading it, like this is kind of like your reduce. You could even, you know, if you wanted to stay in it, you could even set your stop loss to right below that doji candle, and that would be right here at 916. And if you're trying to short something, you know, this 916.25, call it, you know, if you see some strong price action, and usually to the downside there is strong price action, you could follow that down. However, less and less volume as it's gone down. So I actually think it's going to find support here at the top of the ARC and make its way. Another really good name that I've had in my portfolio here for a little, like a week or two now, is AbbVie. Ooh, AbbVie breaking out of the ARC. The Ichimoku has been good for a while, so look for this thing to try to get up to 206. You know, it'll probably break through 200, wick up to 206, find some support at 200, and then, you know, from there. But yeah, I loving the price action out of this one. CrowdStrike. Let's take a look at the CrowdStrike. There's no O. So I don't think CrowdStrike's going to have a very good day for like on Palo Alto earnings. Like I think Palo Alto is going to, like, you know, bury them in the conference call and make everybody realize, like, oh shit, yeah, that's right, like CrowdStrike is in trouble. It did find some support at this angle at 260, which is good. If it can hold there through earnings and all that good stuff, maybe I would consider like picking up some shares. But I just feel like the other shoe hasn't dropped yet on this name. Let's take a look at some other. Oh, Costco. Costco's an interesting one. So, okay. Yeah, it's finding some support at like 870, it looks like. And the cloud is right there at like 863. The ARC is all the way up at all-time highs, like right around 900 bucks. One name, actually, let's take a look at Palantir. Everybody loves Palantir. Oh, we didn't look at NVIDIA. Save the best for last, right? Okay, so yeah, loving the price action on this. 35. Looks like we're headed there. I don't have the volume shelf up here, but there's not a whole lot of volume, you know, stuff. You know what I mean. So anyway, there's not a lot of overhead pressure, is what I'm saying. Like, not a lot of people holding a bag or anything like that, all the way up until like up here, I think. So still loving Palantir's price action, showing a lot of strength even after this crazy move that it had. NVIDIA, of course, how could I forget NVIDIA? Huge day today, absolutely massive. We got out of the ARC, got out of the cloud. The brakes are off this thing. if the overall market sees all-time highs before NVIDIA, which actually I think is going to happen, I'd be kind of shocked. I really think that this thing is just going to have an explosive move into earnings, and then it might go down on earnings and then go up again. Like, I could see that happening. But if I could see it happening, probably won't happen. It's kind of the way things work for me. TLT, treasuries, back above the Tenkan-sen, flipping this, I guess you could call that a doji to some degree. It's not really a doji, but still trying to break over 98, you know, but the Tenkan-sen's coming down, you know, so it's far above Tenkan-sen. So I like what I'm seeing out of TLT. I think this is a good, like, 1 year safe sort of investment slash trade that you could put on. Other names, let's take a look at Shark Ninja. Shark Ninja had a soft day today, but I think, yeah, so yeah, it's just kind of basing. Nothing to really worry about. Tons of very low volume today. Bitcoin, US dollar. Bitcoin with a strong day today, getting back above the Tenkan-sen. Still got to get above 60K, really, for me to be, like, excited about it again. XRP had a good day today. Really good day today. Back above Tenkan-sen. Chiku Span is not overpriced yet, but another few strong days and the Ichimoku will be intact again. Ethereum, US dollar, still under Kijun-sen, kind of in an indecision phase here. Yeah. I just want to take a look at some Heikinashis for Bitcoin. It's red, and XRP. It's green. So, yeah, XRP looking the strongest of the bunch. Let's see here. There is one stock. If you have watched this far, I have a gift for you. See this? See all that volume? Pretty crazy, right? Now let's go back in time and look at this thing. I'm going to turn the indicators off so you can see it clearly. See that? Those are short squeezes. Like crazy short squeezes. This thing has an ability to go from 15 bucks up to like $100, from $2 up to $100. So my price target on this is only 50 bucks and it's sitting at like 50 cents. That's a, what is that? Like a 10,000% gain or something, some crazy thing, right? So key thing here, trade at your own risk, but I have like 200 bucks in this thing and I'm hoping to make 2,000 bucks out of this. Maybe more, probably more. You know, because what's 50? Let's do some math here. $50 divided by 50 cents. That's 100x times $200. That's 20 grand if it hits 50 bucks. Let's go, right? It's a penny stock. You lose all your money, so don't go crazy with it. Position sizing is everything, but if my thesis is correct, you don't have to risk too much to make a ton. So, and actually here, I want to show you something else on this. If I go to a weekly chart, oops, that's monthly. I go to weekly, you can see the MACD has been slowly curling up. And these little lines are a Fibonacci time series. So I was like, yeah, September, October, November, maybe December, like we're going to get our next short squeeze. And I think what'll happen is it'll probably tap the top of this cloud, like the weekly cloud or something. And that's right around 50 bucks. So am I going to like wait for it to hit 50 and sell all my shares? No, probably not. I'll probably like hope that I see 10 bucks, pull out 500 bucks. Hope that I see 15 bucks, pull out another 500 bucks. You know what I mean? And then like once it starts to get like bananas, then I'm going to start pulling out more and more and more. But Yeah, I really do. When this name moves, like when it squeezes, and you can see just today, as we speak, this thing is going bananas, right? It's above 50 cents. The thing about post-market is and pre-market, you can't put a stop loss in. So the shorts don't want to wake up tomorrow and this thing be $20 like it's proven to do. So you can see it's just going crazy. I expect it to go crazy before market hours tomorrow as well. So, but I ain't selling my shares till I get the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, because that was the whole point of this play. All right, so hey, I buzzed through these really fast. I wanted to make it nice and quick, deliver all the information for you. Your likes are greatly appreciated. It helps with the algorithm. I do take requests. If there is a stock you'd like me to take a look at, leave a comment below. If there's a stock that you think is going to perform really well in the next quarter, leave a comment below. And if you're not yet subscribed, consider doing so. You could be one of my first 100 subscribers. Thank you so much, you guys, and I look forward to getting you the next video, hopefully tomorrow. All right, with that being said, Risky Ryan out.